I'm Cynthia Izaguirre with your headlines from North Texas, and we start with stunning video. A suspect got out of his handcuffs, then jumped into the driver's seat of a Dallas police cruiser. Even after the officer tased him, the suspect managed to jump out of a moving car. DPD just released body cam video from last week's incident, which ended with the man hospitalized. Tiffany Liu just did an exclusive with the suspect's family, who say they haven't been allowed to see him.
Nearly a week after Stacy Huffman's arrest, his family says they're waiting for updates on his condition.
It's killing me because this is my child.
Dallas police released new details from Saturday.
The traffic stop resulted in the arrest of 37-year-old Stacy Huffman.
Squad car and body camera footage was shared in edited clips. Huffman is seen trying to escape.
What the f*** you doing?
And as police got out to restrain him, the suspect climbs into the driver's seat. Officer Kenneth Harper jumps into the back with his taser as Huffman begins driving.
Stop the car!
Police say the car reached about 50 miles per hour when Huffman exited. It's not clear on camera how that happened. Around the same time, the officer was thrown across the back seat. This video is hard for his family to watch.
We don't know if he's breathing on his own or not, if he's responsive or not. We don't know anything.
His cousin Cecily Vega says they only know he's in the hospital on a ventilator and had surgery.
I'm worried that there will never be that point where he is going to get better.
They haven't been able to see him, and Dallas police tells me it's because Huffman is in custody. He was initially arrested on drug, gun, and traffic-related charges. He'll now also face charges for escaping custody and taking a patrol car.
Even if it's 5 minutes to hold your hand, I'll get there to you.
Huffman's mom, Suzette, says he has 3 young children.
Your babies need you. That's my main concern.
For this family, they want to see Huffman and know if he's okay.
He doesn't deserve to be in a hospital alone with nobody by his side.
In Dallas, I'm Tiffany Liu.
It has been 1 week since a devastating apartment building explosion in Dallas, and on Wednesday, the Oak Cliff community gathered for a silent vigil to remember those who died. Loved ones and neighbors remembered Sylvia Collins, Marisol Perez, and Perez's 18-month-old son, Eric. The residents displaced by the blast were also lifted up in prayer.
Being here means, to me, honoring the people that we lost. It means honoring the people who are continuing to be affected by this tragedy.
The explosion is under investigation. Several residents have already filed lawsuits, with more planning legal action. A federal judge has cleared the way for Memphis rapper Big 30 to be released from jail while he awaits trial. Big 30, whose real name is Rodney Wright Jr., is accused in the alleged kidnapping and robbery of Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane at a Dallas music studio earlier this year. The judge rejected prosecutors' claims that Wright is a flight risk or a danger to the community. If convicted, each defendant faces up to life in prison. The Fort Worth Police Department is about to launch a drone first responder program. Piloted drones will respond to emergencies to provide additional information for crews on the ground. Other police departments in our area have similar programs. So that designer handbag you've been eyeing, it looks can be deceiving. After a massive counterfeit bust in North Texas, Natalie Haddad learned more about a tool helping to spot the fakes.
They sit high on shelves, soft leather, gold hardware, carefully stitched seams, the kind of bags people save for and dream about. Inside Keeks in Plano, Kristen and Robert Donnell say every bag has a story.
Have you seen this place?
But recently, it was another story making headlines.
Fake purses, watches, scarves, shoes.
In March, Rowlett police recovered 62,000 suspected counterfeit luxury items. One person was arrested, another remains on the loose. Had the items been real, police say it would have totaled to $101.6 million. But it wasn't real, and at Keeks, there's a machine to combat this very problem.
Brands are always updating their kind of ways that they try to fool the counterfeiters and things.
Making sure fake sales are never a problem in their store.
We start off with just images of the outside.
A small device studying the details most people would never notice.
And so we're looking at the main logo.
The grain of leather, the thread count, the way a bag is built.
The last step is just to click submit.
Photos are sent to a large database, and with the help of AI, a bag is authenticated and certified as real or caught as fake.
It's really the last safeguard.
Kristen and Robert say the problem with counterfeits isn't just about someone getting tricked.
The money from counterfeiting often goes towards organized crime and human trafficking. It's just not something you want to support.
That part is not displayed on a shelf, but it is often part of the story. One Keeks refuses to be a part of.
We can give our customers peace of mind.
Because in a world full of good imitations, they say authenticity still matters. In Plano, I'm Natalie Haddad.
North Texas is gearing up to host its first World Cup match on June 14th. And Frisco just kicked things off by setting a new Guinness World Record. They created the world's largest soccer ball number, and you can just make out the 2026 on the field at Warren Sports Complex. The Swedish men's national team chose Frisco for its official team base camp during the tournament. The Czechia men's national team will be the first to arrive in North Texas Friday as we count down to the World Cup. And we expect to see a lot of their fans here as well. Cole Sullivan shows us how 911 centers are using AI to respond when seconds matter.
When we say North Texas is prepared to welcome the world, we mean the world. And that means a babel of people, nationalities, and languages, which can get complicated when it counts most.
We process over 1 million calls per year.
Roger Mann is Chief Innovation Officer at NCT 911, which runs 40 dispatch centers similar to this one across North Texas. They're used to English and Spanish, but now teams and fans from Czechia, Japan, the Netherlands, Sweden, and more are all coming here.
If it's a language that isn't a common language here that's spoken, it can take 7 or 8 minutes to find a human interpretation service.
In an emergency, every second matters. So they've launched a new AI tool to help.
And it does a really, really good job at just identifying the language within literally sometimes just a second or two.
That means a human dispatcher can find the right interpreter faster, and the AI translates a transcription of what the caller says in the meantime.
So we try to make sure that we can just process as many calls as possible, but also provide the best service for our citizens and for the visitors.
He says this will not replace human dispatchers, and it won't be used to train other large AI models. But he says he hopes it can give insight on trends, where they may be getting a lot of calls from, and when dispatchers may need a break long after the World Cup is over. In Dallas, I'm Cole Sullivan.
And those are your headlines from North Texas.